Hello students, today in this session we will solve the problems of exercise 8.1 based on trigonometric ratios, chapter number 8, class 10th, trigonometry. So let's start. As in the previous session we learned the trigonometric ratios, so today in this session we will apply. So third question says sin A is 3 by 4, then calculate cos A and tan A. So as in the triangle ABC right angled at B, we have given sin A. Sin A, that is the ratio for perpendicular and hypotenuse. So we can write 3 by 4, and perpendicular and hypotenuse, that is equal to 3 by 4, meaning this is the ratio of the sides. So we can write the perpendicular value for perpendicular with a constant K is 3K and value of hypotenuse AC is 4K. Now this is the right angle triangle. So by applying the Pythagoras theorem, we write AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, and value for hypotenuse and perpendicular we can put in this. So we get 4K whole square is equal to AB square plus 3K whole square. Now 4K whole square becomes 16K square is equal to AB square plus 9K square. Now 9K square will transpose in the left hand side. We get 16 minus 9K square is equal to AB square. 16 minus 9 is 7. 7K square is equal to AB square. Taking square root in both the sides, we get AB is K under root 7. So we get the value for the base AB is root 7 into K. Now we have to find out the value for cos A and tan A. So for cos A, the ratio is base upon hypotenuse. So that is AB upon AC. So value of AB and AC we can put. We get root 7K upon 4K. K and K will cancel out. So we get root 7 upon 4 is value for cos A. Similarly, we can write for value of tan A also. So tan A, it is the ratio of perpendicular and base. So perpendicular upon base is equal to BC upon AB. And BC and AB are 3K upon root 7K. Again K and K will cancel out. So we get 3 upon under root 7 is the value for tan A. So here we got the value on the basis of one trigonometric ratio sin A. So by the sin A, we got the value of cos A as well as tan A using the trigonometric ratios of the sides and angles. Take the question number 6. If angle A and angle B are acute angles such that cos A is equal to cos B, then show that angle A is equal to angle B. So let a triangle given with angle C is 90 degree and angle A and angle B are the acute angles, and we have to given cos A is equal to cos B. That means we have to write the ratios for the cos. So ratio for the cos is, now we can take the two acute angles for the A and for angle B. When we write the value for cos with respect to angle B, we get as the ratio for cos is base upon hypotenuse. Now when we are taking the angle B, so angle B, opposite side of angle B is AC is the perpendicular. Side adjacent to angle B is BC. So this is the base and hypotenuse is AB, we know that. So cos B is nothing but base upon hypotenuse is BC upon AB. Similarly for cos A also we can write cos A. So adjacent side for the angle A is AC and hypotenuse is as well as AB. So cos A is AC upon AB. Then it is given that both the values cos A and cos B are equal. So we put the values here. AC upon AB is equal to BC upon AB. Now in the denominator position there is AB common. So it will be cancel out. So we get AC is equal to BC, as the quantity in the denominator is same, so we get AC is equal to BC. Now here AC and BC, these two sides of the triangle are equal. Now let the figure AC and BC are equal. Now we know that in a triangle, if the sides are equal, then angle opposite to these sides are also equal. So we have AC is the side, so angle opposite to this side AC is angle B, and angle opposite to this side BC is angle A. So we get angle B is equal to angle A, as angle opposite to equal sides of a triangle are equal. So it's proof that angle A is equal to angle B when cos A is equal to cos B is given for the acute angles A and B. Next, question number 7 of this exercise says, if cot theta is equal to 7 upon 8, then evaluate 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta, and one more cot square theta also. So, as in this one question, cot of value for theta. So, let this angle is the theta. So, angle B is 90 degrees given, and we are getting by this figure assuming that angle A is theta. So we have given the cot theta is 7 by 8. Now we know that the cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. So tan theta is perpendicular upon base. So the cot theta will be base upon perpendicular. So it is, if this is the angle theta, so angle opposite to this side theta is the angle, and opposite side of this is BC, and base is adjacent side, that is AB. So we can write AB upon BC, and AB upon BC is given 7 upon 8. So we can write 7k upon 8k. For AB is 7k and BC is for 8k. Again, by using the Pythagoras theorem, we can write AC square is AB square plus BC square, that is 7k whole square plus 8k whole square. 7k whole square we get 49, and 8 whole square we get 64. And as k square and k square is common, so by taking square root in both sides, we get AC is equal to square root of 49 plus 64 into k. Now addition of this 49 and 64 is 113. So value for AC is under root 113 into k. Now we have the values for the three sides. Sin theta is equal to P by H, that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. We have to find 1 minus sin theta and 1 plus sin theta, that is sine value we have to find. So for sin theta is perpendicular, that is 8k is given, and hypotenuse, that is AC, we got the value for hypotenuse under root 113 into k. So k and k will cancel out. Ultimately sin theta we get 8 upon under root 113. Similarly, we have to find out cos theta also for proving the first part of the problem. So cos theta is base upon hypotenuse, and base is AB upon AC, and AB is given 7k and AC is 113, square root of 113 into k, and k will cancel out. So we can write cos of theta is 7 upon under root 113. So we got the value for sin theta as well as cos theta. So let the first part of the problem, 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Now we will put the values of sin theta and cos theta in this expression. So we get 1 plus 8 upon under root 113 into 1 minus 8 upon under root 113, and in the denominator we get 1 plus 7 upon under root 113, and again here 1 minus 7 upon under root 113. So we take the LCM in both numerator and denominators, or we can say one bracket is the same quantity with addition and second bracket same quantity with negative sign. So it will become a plus b into a minus b. So we can write the identity a plus b into a minus b becomes a square minus b square. So in the numerator it is 1 plus 8 upon under root 113 into 1 minus 8 upon under root 113. So it will become a square minus b square is 1 square minus 8 upon 113 square root. In square root is this quantity whole raised to the power 2. Similarly, in the denominator place 1 plus 7 upon under root 113 plus 1 minus 7 upon under root 113. So 1 is quantity is with the plus and same quantity is with the minus sign. So it will become 1 square minus 7 upon under root 113 whole square. By squaring the quantity 8 upon under root 113, we get 64 upon 113, and by squaring 7 upon under root 113, we get 49 upon 113. So we get the next step is 1 minus 64 upon 113 upon 1 minus 49 upon 113. So take the LCM in the numerator and denominator, we get 113 minus 64 upon 113, and in the denominator 113 minus 49 upon 113. So when we multiply these 113 minus 64 upon 113 multiply by 113 into 113 minus 49. So this quantity will be reciprocal of this denominator. So we get 113 and 113 will cancel out. So 113 minus 64 upon 113 minus 49, we can write this subtraction is 49 and this subtraction is 64. So answer is 49 upon 64 for the first part. Now for the second part, we have to find out cot square theta. Now cot square theta is 7 upon 8 whole square. So 7 square is 49 and 8 square is 64. So we get cot square theta is 49 upon 64.